Okay, forget using your computer as just a tool. What if you could actually manage it, like an employee? That's the pretty wild idea we're diving into today with a new tool called AutoClaw and what it might mean for the future of, well, everything. So just imagine for a second, your laptop isn't just a passive machine anymore. Instead, it becomes this 24/7 digital operator. It's handling tasks, running workflows, all while you're asleep. That's the huge promise behind AutoClaw.
So what is this thing really? Well, at its heart, it's all about taking this super complex, super powerful idea of an AI agent and making it ridiculously easy to actually use.
Okay, so the official line from its developer ZAI is that AutoClaw is a local-first experience. Now, that phrase local first is absolutely crucial. It means that unlike most AI tools that run up in the cloud somewhere, this whole thing is designed to run right on your computer. Your data stays private, and it means the setup is supposed to be a simple one-click deal. No computer science degree required. And this really gets to the problem they're trying to solve. You know, if you've ever tried to set up an AI agent before, you know the pain, right? You're wrestling with code in a command line, you're hunting for API keys, you're just debugging endless error messages. AutoClaw's entire reason for being is to turn that hours-long headache into a single click.
And yeah, they're really aiming to make it as simple as installing any other app you've ever used. You download it, you install it, you activate the agent. That's the whole idea.
But you might be wondering, why is everyone suddenly talking about this specific tool? Well, it definitely didn't just appear in a vacuum. It landed right in the middle of a massive, and I mean massive, pre-existing movement. And that movement is called OpenClaw. Look at this number, 347,000 stars on GitHub. That is a huge signal. To put that in perspective, getting just a few thousand stars is a big deal for developers. Hitting hundreds of thousands? That means you have a massive global community that is incredibly hungry for this stuff. The demand is already there. So this relationship is the key thing to understand. Think of OpenClaw as this giant, powerful, maybe a little intimidating city. AutoClaw is trying to be the sleek, high-speed shuttle that gets you right into the middle of that city, without you having to navigate all the complicated highways yourself. It's not inventing the idea, it's trying to make the idea accessible to everyone. So what can you actually do with it? We're not just talking about an AI that answers questions, we're talking about one that carries out multi-step jobs. Imagine an agent that can run a whole research project for you, or sort your entire inbox based on your rules, or go browse a dozen websites to pull out data, or just organize all your files automatically. It's all about automating that digital grunt work. I absolutely love this quote because it just nails the spirit of these tools right now. The goal isn't to replace the person in charge, it's to give them an assistant, an intern that handles all the tedious stuff, freeing you up to focus on the big picture creative work. And get this, that intern, it's one you actually own. This gets to the heart of the emotional appeal here. So many of the AI tools we use are cloud-based, right? Our data is on some company's remote servers, and the whole thing feels kind of rented. The local-first approach of AutoClaw completely flips that. Your data stays on your machine. The agent feels like it's yours. That's a powerful shift towards real autonomy and privacy. Okay, the promise is huge. I get it. You get it. But we really need to ground this in what's happening right now. What's the actual experience like for people using it today? And yeah, this is the reality check. The early feedback makes it pretty clear that while the setup might be easy, there are definitely some rough edges. People are reporting that some features have no documentation, that support is hard to find, and that getting it to work with certain tools is a pain. It's a classic story in tech, right? The revolutionary idea is here, but the fully polished product, not just yet. So, to put it simply, the dream has landed. The engine is built, it's powerful, but the final paint job and the comfy interior, well, they're still being worked on. The potential is massive, but the execution is still playing catch-up. So, okay, even with those early bumps in the road, what does the arrival of tools like this actually mean for the future of how we work, and who really stands to gain the most from this? Well, the people who are going to feel this first and feel it the most are the little guys, the solo creators, the researchers, the small businesses. These tools provide incredible leverage. I mean, imagine a freelance writer who can now have an agent do all their initial research and compile notes overnight. It allows one person to dramatically scale their output without hiring anyone. And this, right here, illustrates the truly profound shift that's underway. For decades, we've been using our computers, manually clicking on apps. More recently, we've moved into an era of assisting, where AI co-pilots help us out. AutoClaw and tools like it represent the next massive step, managing.
We are becoming the managers of a digital workforce that lives inside our own machines. So look, if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. The huge OpenClaw ecosystem proved that there was this incredible, pent-up excitement for AI agents. AutoClaw's whole mission is to take all that raw excitement and package it in a way that is finally usable for everyone.
You know, in the end, this isn't really about whether AutoClaw is the specific app that wins or loses. The bigger and way more fascinating question it raises is for all of us. Are we ready to fundamentally change our relationship with our computers? To stop being just users and to start being managers? That's the real shift to watch.